Hello, it is I, Dr. Greenseed. Today we are going to go on a safari through the neighborhood flowers. Let's go. Come in close. If you look inside the flower, you can see all the major parts. Okay? We have the anther. Come close, come close. The dandelion. They can be weeds that people try to pull out, but they have a very special way to disperse their seeds. They use the wind. Let me show you.
Put it on the lawn.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
The external parts, you see the flower, the petals. You can even see, if you look closely, some of the yellow pollen there on the flower. Then we also have the stem, leaves, and if we look down here, you can see the roots. So, another excellent example to see all the external parts of the plant. Hello, my flower lovers. Look here, we have a beautiful specimen of a dogwood flower, which happens to be the Virginia state flower. And it is also the Virginia state tree. Are they being lazy? Or do they like them both so much? That's for you to decide. Let's go. Prized rosebud. Now the roses have not bloomed yet. But if you notice on the stem, one of the adaptations of a rose bush is thorns. Thorns protect it from being eaten by animals. But it still attracts pollinators. Perfect specimen for us to take a closer look at. Let's go look.
I'll be back. Howdy y'all, I'm Farmer Seed. Are you tired of dispensing your seeds through the air? Far from the ocean for your seeds to float? Are you tired of bird seeds getting stuck in your hair and your clothes? Are animals like squirrels where they call burying seeds to save for later? They're not returning to get the seeds, so it turns into a plant? Well, let me tell you about our patented seed dispersal system at Seed's Poo Farm. First, the fruit is eaten, then digested by the animals. The seeds cannot be digested, so they pass through the digestive tract and are dropped in another location, a nice little pile of 100% organic fertilizer. Right now we're offering special financing for exotic animals. Delivery is available in certain locations. come on down to CD's Poop Bowl, where our number 2 is number 1.
Hello, welcome back. Now let's take a look at the insides of a flower. Okay, let's go over the reproductive parts of the flower that the flower needs during pollination. Okay, pollination is the part of the reproductive process in flowering plants. So let's take a look at some of the plants we found today, some of the flowers we saw. This one is actually called the wabi-sabi. I googled it. Okay, this is the azalea. And the one we're going to look the closest at today is the yellow lily, because the parts are so big and they're easy for us to see. So pollination is the process when pollen transfers from flower to flower. Okay. So you can see the pollen on this petal right here. Okay. Pollinator comes, gathers up the pollen. This is all by accident. Pollinator doesn't do it on purpose, but they are important. So the pollen will stick to the pollinator. They'll fly from flower to flower. Okay. So then the pollen is made in the stamen, okay, which is these long parts here. Okay, so the whole piece is called the stamen. The top of the stamen is the anther, and that's where the pollen is collected, and the long part is called the filament. Okay. Okay, if you do get any pollen on your hands, if you try this, make sure you wash your hands. You definitely don't want to get any of this into your eyes, especially if you have a pollen allergy. Okay, so now let's take a look at the other parts in plant reproduction and get the rest of these stamen out of the way so we can get a better view. Okay, this long part in the middle is called the pistil. Okay, and the pistil has 3 parts, or 3 main parts. Okay, this top part is called the stigma, and the long part is called the style. And the stigma is sticky, and that is when the pollen will come off the pollinator. And then down at the bottom is the ovary. That's where the seeds are made. So those are all the parts for reproductive process in plants. Thank you for tuning in for Flower Hour with Dr. Greenseed. Tune in next time when we answer the age-old question of when one flower feels sad, does another flower photosympathize for it? Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.